Hello and welcome to part 28 of City Till I Die, and today's episode we shall be doing some transfers. But before I do some transfers, let's just run through our end of season review. So unfortunately we did get relegated from the Premier League, which was to be expected. So let's just run through our signings this season. So Pontus Dahlberg got rated a C, Basanu C-, didn't really play. Marmo A+, Longstaff C+, Enriquez B+, Pearson C+, Cresswell got a C, Greenwood got a B-, Carrizo A+, because he's quite young, Carrizo C+, O'Shea C+, Alvaro Milan B-, and Diangana C. So the board wanted us to fight bravely against relegation. Sort of did that. We tried to do a great escape, but it just didn't work out in the end. I'm hoping we kind of move stadiums, maybe like the Bristol City ground, because Exeter to London is a really long trip. It's like a 400-mile round trip from there and back. So let's hope we can get a new stadium this season. Our biggest win was a 3-0 win over Norwich. Our match to remember was 2-0 against Brighton. Then the goal of the season was Josh Key against Norwich, which I think I showed you was in the last episode. But I'll just show it to you again. So Key was running down the right wing, just shoots as it goes in the back of the net. Quite a simple goal. Our finances are absolutely brilliant. We brought in £2.95 million in sponsorship. We brought in £90 million in broadcast revenue, £870,000 in corporate hospitality, £4 million in competition prize money, and £560,000 in matchday commercial and retail. We sold 10,473 shirts, with the most popular names being Arezzo, Longstaff, Ramon, Diangana, and Pontus Dahlberg. Our best lineup of this season was Dahlberg, Kakai, Moon, Carrizo, Marmo, Pearson, Lowry, Longstaff, Key, Diangana, and Greenwood. Our first player of the season was Pontus Dahlberg. Our young player of the season was Jasper Moon. Signing of the season was Pontus Dahlberg. Goal of the season went to Key. Our top goal scorer was Matty Longstaff with 5 goals. I mean, that is absolutely shocking. Our most assists was Tom Lowery with 4. Jasper Moon got most man of the match awards with 3. Pontus Dahlberg got the highest average rating with 7.0. Our record breakers this year was Ben Pearson with worst discipline, and that was 15 yellow cards and 2 red cards. I mean, he does have a bit of a bad reputation in real life for being quite a naughty boy. Our highest transfer fee paid was Matthias Arezzo, 12.5 million. Hasn't really lived up to that transfer fee yet, but I'm hoping he'll score loads of goals this season, considering we will be in the Championship. So let's see what the board want us to do this year. So they want us to develop players using the club's youth system. I think that's achievable. Play defensively solid football. Play counter-attacking football. I think we all do all them anyway. work within the wage budget, fight bravely against relegation. I think we might. I'll aim for the playoffs. I'm not going to go up straight away. And our contract expires at the end of this season, so we'll try and we'll ask them now, see if they can offer us a new contract. You never know, they might. Right, let's speak to the players. I'm looking ahead to next season, and I'm confident we can avoid relegation. So that went well. I'll discuss promises when you will get back. Not bad. Right, let's see if the board get back to us. They're offering me a contract. 2-year contract? Three as a clause. Do a 2-year extension after promotion? Yeah, we've signed a new contract. Oh, this is good. The Exeter board have today announced that the club have granted planning permission to build a new stadium. Construction of the Arnold Mitchell Arena, named after one of Exeter's heroes, will cost around 60 million. The board have secured a £15 million loan to help finance the stadium project. Additional funding for the project has been secured with a stadium sponsorship deal worth 4.3 million. So it's due to finish being built in 2028. So I'm guessing we're stuck in Millwall for another 3 years. That's good. So with that, I think I will come back on the first day of the transfer window, which is, I think it's the same day every year, so yeah, the 9th of June. Right, so it's the 9th of June now, and I've made a couple of departures. I haven't made any transfers yet. So, rumours in the press have been linking Exeter with Dion Charles. He's bit too old for my likings. Kane Taylor, he'd be a good player. I might try and make an offer for him because currently Sky Bet League 1 but has potential to be a Premier Division. That'd be my kind of player, so we'll make an offer for him. Squad player, that'd be fine. 1.8k, really? No, we're not going to bother with him. John Watson, who's he? We'll scout him because he might be a good player. So, in terms of transfers, we have let go of Tom Lowery, who has gone to Oxford for 807k, which is, we have made a really big profit on him. Josh Key has gone to Middlesbrough for 285k. Oh, Leeds United have made a bid for one of our youth players, Chris Hemming, for 8.75 million. I think we're just going to have to accept that he might be going to Leeds. I was going to plan on having him in around the first team this season, but let's see if he rejects it. He might be not a bad signing. Oh my god. There you go. I think he might be on his way, Chris Hemming. Yeah, you could go out on loan. I think we're going to try and have like a massive clear out this summer. Just get rid of the players that have been with us since like League 1, League 2. Ricardo has been offered a contract with Stoke. What's his potential championship? Who's it? Oh, I tried to bring in this guy as well, who is a really good player, but we've still got Sam Greenwood at the club, who's currently a Sky Bet League 1 player. So we have to make do with just Rizzo and Greenwood this year, unless we bring in any other strikers. Obviously Jones will be going. Micah Marmol, when's his contract? How much did Barcelona want for him? No way. They're trying to get him on a free. I don't think so. We're offering 12.5k, 3 years. Go down to 15. No, he's rejected. He's definitely not coming back to this season. Same with Gavin Bassett, he probably won't be coming back this season. Might get in a young goalkeeper like 20, 21 or 19. He might be a good player, but he's only father of a national at the moment. He could be decent. Let's see what young players there are that have good potential. Got Andrew Moran. So I think I'm going to come back on the 1st or 2nd of July, and hopefully I will have sold some players, maybe bring in some trialists, so let's find out. So it's the 2nd of July, we have brought in quite a few trialists. Those include Nampalys Mendy from, I think he was released from Tottenham, he was. We're not going to offer, the only two we offer the only two trialists we've offered contracts to is Sebastiano Esposito, which looks quite good. A good Sky Bet Championship player. I hope he comes in. And also Niall John, who's a centre mid from Tottenham. Good Sky Bet League 1 player. Good potential to be a good Championship player, which is very good. My kind of player. Terms of transfers out, Josh King and Tom Lowerly both rent. Osman Kakai has gone out on loan to Oxford. Chris Hemming, a youngster who came through my youth system, went to Leicester for 8.75 million, which was a release clause. I really wanted to keep him, but couldn't turn it down, so he had to go. Then Lucas Freegard has joined Stoke on a free transfer. Stipe Buick has joined his parent club back on loan, who we did sign him for £2 million. He's a decent Sky Bet League 1 player who has the potential to be a leading Championship player. Might have paid over the tops for him. That might come back to bite us in the bum. Don't know yet. And people who we've brought in so far, we've brought in John Joe Kelly, who's a right back, 4 million of Everton and Fulham. We signed him for £4 million from Bristol City. Looks like a decent player, good Sky Bet Championship player. Then we signed Richard Alzate, who's an 18-year-old Colombian with a potentially a Premier Division player. We signed him for $700k, which is very cheap because he could go for absolute tons of money. We've got a release clause of 16 million in his contract. And we also signed Gautier Vodril on loan from Anderlecht, who also is a Sky Bet Championship player and has the potential to be a Premier Division player. We have loaned him out for this entire season. We might maybe bring him in on the permanent next season. Just depending on how much money we've got next season or how good he is this season. Then we have made an offer for quite a lot of players. Those included Nat Phillips, formerly of Liverpool. Ricardo Fernandez is a young Paraguayan left back who been waiting on a work permit, so he should come in. Noel John, I've already spoken to you about. Guiliano is a experienced centre mid from Brazil. 14 caps for Brazil already, which is good. Played for Bournemouth, Corinthians, Fenerbahce, Zenit. Loads of decent clubs in Brazil. And I think it's just a case of waiting just to see if any of these guys come in. We are trying to get rid of Cox, so we'll try and loan him out. He is coming to the end of his contract, which will expire next year. We won't be renewing his contract, so he'll be released next year. So I think in terms of positions we need, we've got Gary Bassanu in for another year, even though I said I'm not going to extend his loan, I still did. Because he's a solid backup to have, and he's a decent Sky Bet Championship goalkeeper. Our right backs this year is John Joe Kenny and Todd Kane. Our centre backs this year are O'Shea, Stubbs, Moon and Carrizo, and potentially Nat Phillips as well if he comes in. Our left backs will be, we still need like 2 left backs, 2 or 1 left back, because Carrizo can cover for left back as well, which is always good. And I forgot, I don't think I've told you this before, but at the start of his transfer window, he was wanted by PSG, but they didn't make an offer for him. So our defensive mids this year are Vodril and Ben Pearson. I'm not sure who will start this year, probably Vodril. Then our centre mids will be Huragard, who is now a Sky Bet League 1 player, still showing as a potential Premier Division. Longstaff, Ramon Enriquez, and I think we still need 1 centre mid. We've got 2 with offer contracts to just seeing if those come in. Our right wingers this year are Alzate, who's the backup, and Alvaro Milan. Our left wingers this year will be Dean Garner, and we are trying to loan out Joe Randall, and so we might get in another left winger, just seeing who we can find. And our strikers this year are Arizo and Sam Greenwood. Sam Greenwood, I'm not really sure about. He might go, he might get loaned out, or he just might have to stick around. So I think I will come back just before the first game of the season. So it'd be like the 3rd of August. So yeah, I'll see you on the 3rd of August. So it's currently the 3rd of August, and I think my current transfer business is done. Unless any transfers happen between now and the end of the transfer window, but let's just do a roundup of all the transfers we've done. We'll start at the back end of last season. So we signed John Drew Kelly from Bristol City for 4.1 million. That's quite decent. Then we had I think it's our record-breaking transfer. Chris Hemming went to Leicester for 8.75 million, which was a release clause. Then coming into this season, we signed Richard Alzate for 700k. He's a right mega rigger, currently League 1 standard, but has potential to be a Premier Division. It's quite good stats from last season. Then Stipe Buke, we signed for 2 million, then loaned him straight back out. He's got 39 under 21 caps for Croatia with 13 goals, which is quite good. He has the potential to be a championship player. Gautier Vogel is a defensive mid on loan from Anderlecht. We could have the potential to buy him for a future fee of 7.75 million. I think he'll definitely be one for the future. I think his potential is also Premier Division. Niall John is a centre mid who has the potential to be a championship player. Got him from Tottenham on a free. It's quite good as well. Giuliano, just for some experience, 35 years old, is a capped Brazilian player. He has played for the likes of Bournemouth, Zenit. Who are these? Don't know who they are. So he's basically played all over the world. He's played in Europe, South America, Asia. No, Saudi Arabia is not in Asia, is it? It's in Africa, isn't it? He's played everywhere. Ricardo Fernandez, believe it or not, when I put in an offer for this guy was wanted by the likes of PSG, Man United, loads of big European clubs, but we managed to get him. He's currently a League 2 player, but he has potential to be a Premier Division. We signed him for £675,000, so it's quite cheap. Nat Phillips, I think we got him from Brighton. He also played for Liverpool. He's a good Sky Bet Championship player. Now Juan Larios will be our first choice left back, on loan from Man City for this season. He has the potential to be a Premier Division player, and he's got championship experience with Blackburn and Blackpool, which will help out massively. Quadro Bar is a left winger from Watford, on loan for the entire season. He's a good Sky Bet League 1 player, but has the potential to be a good Premier Division player. He has Sky Bet Championship experience with Bristol City and Sunderland. Then the outgoings, Jasper Moon went for 1.8 million to Derby, which was a release clause that got met. Joel Randall's gone out on loan, Sonny Cox has gone out on loan, and youngster Reece Wrongton Winter has gone out on loan. He's a Sky Bet Championship potential player. Matt J has gone to Ipswich. Then let's just take a look at the Sky Bet Championship season previews to see where it predicts us to finish. It predicts us to finish 18th, considering last time we were in the championship we did finish 2nd. Oh my god, look at the Dream 11. I think they're all Bournemouth players. So you've got Pacheco who plays for Bournemouth, Thompson who plays for Brentford, Vestergaard, Fulham, Meppen Bournemouth, Stacey Bournemouth, former Exeter player Jack Stacey. May end up signing him in the near future. Never know. Armstrong Bournemouth, Ericsson Brentford, Zakaria Bournemouth, and Burmo Brentford, and Campbell and Solanke at Bournemouth. So the key players, it says for us, will be Dahlberg and Ramon Enriquez. So I will see you in the next episode where we play our first 2 championship games, which will be against QPR and Brentford. So I will see you then. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.